Hello everyone, the 13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Monster Prom. We are on the Scott route, which, according to my little cheat sheet, just says spend time with him, but I'm getting flashbacks to the very first time I've played this game, which was when I first bought it years ago, I think back when it came out. I ran through it once, I tried dating Scott, and I remember that he left me to go be king of the forest creatures or whatever, and be a good king. So I'm hoping I don't screw this up. That was never recorded, I never did anything with it, it's just, I tried it once and then I never touched the game again. So here's to getting Scott the white whale, I guess? I don't know, is it weird to call a werewolf a white whale? Who knows. Anyway, so you take your seat between the strongest and the smartest men you know. Valid, but I'm off on the side here. So Liam appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre looking food. I mean, I do the same when it's plated beautifully. Or it looks so appetizing. Oh man, I'm thinking someone like shared a picture of a sandwich shop. And A, I'm thinking back to a caprese I ate in Italy, and then B, I'm thinking back to a veggie burger that I had at the Stock and Barrel in Knoxville. That should tell you something, by the way, if I'm remembering the name of this place. And that was, oh god, I think about that sandwich from time to time. I live in Ohio, nowhere, like, northern Ohio. I don't live close to Knoxville, Tennessee, but I think about that burger from time to time and, like, would I justify a 2-day trip? Because I'd want to stop and rest. Can I justify a 2-day trip to go get a burger? A veggie burger. My fiance would be on board to come with me, 100%, to try this place. But he would not. He would not be down for the whole thing. Scott is looking about as confused as you are currently. I'm so hungry. I shouldn't be doing the lunch stuff. That's adorable, by the way. Anyway. But Liam, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's why they call it lunchtime. You're talking to a vampire kid. Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. Valid. Scott, if I had the capacity to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual content of the food in favor of finding the perfect combination for a flawless momentagram post. To be honest, I'd be focused on more of a flawless combination of the perfect flavors or the momentagram post, but that's me. Oh, I see. So you're going to post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I love that, actually. I'm just kind of coming to the terms and the realization suddenly that my type might actually be Scott. Because, like, that's the thing, right? What he said here wasn't stupid at all. It's actually brilliant. It was just super unexpected because it also came from Scott. Anyway, I'll be happy to eat your food for you. I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate the rare Japanese delicacies. Oh, they're Japanese. Oh, do you have any Scott snacks? Like Scooby snacks? Scott, you know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. You can eat whatever you want. Oh, thanks, Liam. They look so yummy. I don't know where to start. Amara, any ideas? Maybe your choice of snack can get one of these boys to snack on you. You know, in an innuendo way, but not a literal way. I mean, granted, we do have a vampire and a werewolf here, so it's the plot of Twilight, but I'm just a fire demon instead of a person, and it's a much better love story than Twilight. Honestly, though, my favorite picture that came out of anything was, like, I think it was, like, the con picture where Robert Pattinson just starts making out with Taylor Lautner so that this way Kristen Stewart doesn't feel forced to do so because she's a lesbian or something like that, and that picture circulated for a while, and I loved every second of it, and would totally instead watch a movie that had Jacob and Edward getting together over Jacob and Bella, and I feel like the character development would be much more interesting. As they're both very headstrong people. Anyway, Obviously, the lychee fruit flavored custard with a side of tofu and a drizzle of raspberry extract is the most. Oh, that sounds so good. I can't save the game and come back later, right? I have to do Scott's Run all-in-one recording session. But boy, do I want to go eat something. Anyway, go for the brightly colored bag of meat biscuits that somehow has an anime drawing of Scott's face on it that says Scott Snacks. There we go. In real life, though, Liam, honey, I'm going with your lychees with a side of tofu. That's... Oh my god, please can we move away from food? I'm gonna drown in my own saliva. I feel like Pavlov's dog. Alright. Yeah, you do have Scott Snacks. Scott Snacks? What does that even mean? How is this possible? Don't question it, Liam. You'll be fine. Why is your face an obscure Japanese biscuit brand? Is that really you? Oh yeah, totally. There was that one time where I was, well, actually, it was a full moon, so I'm not really sure exactly what happened. But somehow I ended up hanging out with these really cool Japanese businessmen the whole evening. But how? What even? You've killed him. You've slain the vampire. Yeah, I guess they saw me practicing a few sports moves, and they saw how strong and fast I was, and they wanted to show how their meat treats are strong and fast. Valid. And also something totally I could picture a Japanese business doing as I get more and more ingrained into understanding Japanese culture with the more anime that I watch and the more of Japanese culture I try to understand my anime, especially as I learn more about things like the Edo period. And oh god, why don't I remember the anime that I watched with the historical characters that clearly took license of all the historical characters? They were talking about the invention of electricity. I don't know what period of Japan this was. I binge watched it in one season. I don't even remember. But it was like a girl from our time was like whisked back there, and it was lovely. I appreciated it. I thought it was great. They had to explain how much stuff was worth based on the cost of like hot pot meals that she ate. I loved it. Anyway. Yeah, okay, right, I read that. So they asked if they could use me as their new mascot, and I said of course, because, you know, I'm Scott. And then the Scott Snacks became a hit, and now I'm just kind of, you know, famous in Japan. Thanks for pointing out the Scott Snacks to me, Amara. It's nice that you want to see my face. I want to see yours too. My heart. I wasn't prepared. Hold on, I wasn't prepared for this. I love how forward he is. Hold on, I'm actually like a little flushed. Hold on. Okay, look, I'm an extrovert and I'm a very outgoing person, but I'm gonna be real with you. You need to hit me with a brick when you're flirting with me or I don't know. I did kind of do the same thing with... I actually had to tell my fiance when people were flirting with him because he wasn't aware either. We weren't aware we were flirting with each other for like a while. Until, like, I had to bluntly just point it out because his introverted self would not have... Anyway. Anyway. So how is he so muscular and adorable at the same time? Maybe one day you can put your faces together. I'm, like, literally squirming. And if my fiance wasn't asleep in the other room right now, I would just go tackle him. Because, like, muscular vibe, totally... Okay, imagine if you put the muscles that Scott has, but put them on Damien. And honestly, that's my fiance. 100%. Just with, like, less of the fire and the burn things, a little more reserved. But the introvertedness of maybe Liam here. And, like, it's perfect and it was wonderful. And anyway, we're gonna move on because I'm gonna stop just simping over my own man. Anyway. It was way too long spent on one part of this conversation, but look, I'm starving. And also, I just want to go make out with my fiancé in the other room. Is that really wrong of me? He's asleep. I'm not gonna do anything to him, but like, that's where my heart is at right now. Okay, anyway. What do I need? I need to raise my creativity, because I'm gonna fail all those skill checks at this rate. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. Oh, God. Boy, do I... Man, I felt that. I feel that... Oh, God, don't attack me like this. I'm not ready for this. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there. But there might be an extraordinary way. Oh, please, tell me. Am I just gonna go, like, live my life as another person for a little while? Are we cool with that? You summon the devil, or at least one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a little bit. Anyway, you get 2 creativity and lose 3 years of your life as the end of the deal, but you know, who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. It's fine. It's only 3 years. I mean, it's not... Like, I'm sure when I get there, those 3 years will probably either matter or they won't, but like, 1 year of your life is relatively such a short amount of time. Like, think back to, like, 1 year of your life when you're, like, 5 years old, right? That, it feels like forever, because 1 year is 1/5 of your life. When you're 15, it's like 1/15 of your life, so it's still pretty large. But I'm 28, so it's like 1/28 of my life, so it's like not that, it's not, like, it's long, but it's not that long. I imagine by the time that you get to, like, 99, when it's 1/99th of your life, or in this case, like, 3/99ths of your life, it's gonna feel like nothing. It's literally gonna feel like a month feels to you right now. Like, quite frankly. And for comparison, right? Think about like 525,600 minutes is how many minutes is in 1 year. So that, you know, 1 minute feels like it's nothing, right? When you, like, because that would be like 525,600th of your year as you wait for 1 minute to pass, but it's super long while you're, like, fixating on the time. Same with an hour, right? You have 24-hour days. It's like 1/24th of your day. It doesn't feel that long by comparison. Anyway. You find Scott sadly holding an open box of power sludge, a food-like elixir that gets you ripped. Okay.
Bro!
Right, he's still a tree. I thought that was the power sludge on him. Bro, this protein shake in a bottle is gross. Oh, I've had that. Oh no, I've had that. There's, like, I do not like most protein shakes because I do not like the flavors. Or sometimes the chalky taste of them. I really like the, not that I'm sponsored by them, but I really like the Bottle House ones because, like, every now and again I need something that's protein based. And the one that I get usually, like, make sure that it has iron and, like, the other stuff I actually need. I don't drink it all the time, but, like, I had one today because I needed, like, energy to work on stuff, and then it made me tired, but it's fine. Anyway. I don't even know what most of these ingredients are. Flavograven, Abercrombie, kale. Well, this is Abercrombie and Finch, I'm sure. This is based on something else that exists, and kale is real. Plus, it tastes like butt. Not a stranger's butt, which is an exciting smell, but a gross, nasty butt from the butt of a swamp. So Scott's definitely a butt guy. That's what I've learned.
No.
I can't toss it, though. I already opened it, and Coach says I gotta finish what I start. Bro, help me find something to mix this powdered drink with that'll make me buff, but taste good. Make the drink taste good, I mean. I don't need to taste good. I think I taste fine. Cute, adorable. I'm here for it. We're taking pictures. Anyway. Try this vial of genie sweat. I stole it from a genie. Good thing I brought these grape flavored steroids. Oh no, he would hate the steroids.
Awesome, bro.
Oh man, I love genie sweat. And you got my favorite flavor, salt and sorcery. Yeah, no, steroids would be like, that's gonna destroy my career. I'm not going for that. Scott dumps the genie sweat into his drink and chugs it. Delicious. Now I wish for the swole abs. Poof. Scott's abs grow abs.
Great.
Right on. Thanks, bro. I'm gonna do 1,000,000 crunches. Scott high-fives you so hard your arm travels back in time and slaps you. Travels back in time and slaps your own butt. Anyway, you get 2 fun and 1 boldness. Hey, solid. Passing all of my skill checks at this rate.
Let's do this.
All right, I think the next thing I should get is some money. Because then we want to work on these other things I don't have yet, so. Spend some time on the library's PCs. Doesn't sound very nice sending scams, but you know, who cares? And you lose 10 karma, but at least you get 2 money. Anyway, you're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument. Which is strange in these sacred hallowed halls of education. LOL, JK, could you imagine, right?
Bro.
Amora!
Hooray!
They made me their king, and they deserve the best, most wonderful king there ever was. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king, so no matter what it takes. Scott, you realize they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries. I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that. No, Scott, they're furries. It's like a kink. Yeah, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out with... Oh, to be the best ruler. Forget it.
Excuse me, did you say that you need help being a good ruler? I know all about that.
Oh god, I almost died. That was so... ironic that it killed me almost. Anyway.
Being a king is easy, as Daddy always says. Only live peasants can stage a rebellion.
Yeah, she's right. She's right. Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure.
Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is, well, actual weapons. Torture soups, spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire, you know, the usual.
I prefer the knife on fire myself. But torture soup spoons might be a close second. I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be.
Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife shuriken right now.
I want to... Wait, hold on. I want to know, how do you spread butter with the butter knife shuriken? Like, I know that we're supposed to have it ready to kill people, but if you can butter people as you kill them, that's fine. Just seems so unnecessary. There must be a better way to be a kinder ruler, right, Amara? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, and most of them are about the sort of things I have definitely not done. And they make amazing drawings of me. Oh, God, I'm getting turning red vibes of those drawings anyway. Which are very generous in their proportions. I just think they deserve the best leader. Normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes. What if you paid taxes to them? Flag time, you can't rule a kingdom with no flag. Without a flag, it'd be a bunch of flagless people. Flag. No. Man, I'm gonna lose creativity for that. I knew I should have gone with the taxes. You're 120% right. Flags are the best. Let's combine our art powers to create the very best flag ever. You get into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. Somehow, the two of you end up doing shirtless and sweaty while painting and drooling. After 3 hours of passionate art activity, you put your clothes on again, because of decency, but mainly because we don't have a shirtless model for Scott, and admire your work. Whoa, this is genius. Not really. It's quite simple, and it reminds you of something, but you're not sure of what exactly. I'll show it to my beloved furries. Bye. Scott leaves all excited to execute your plan. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems not so happy. There you are, Amara. Your plan went terribly. Oh. Our flag turned out to be the flag of Switzerland. Oh. That's why the flag rang a bell for you. We ticked off Switzerland so much that they even threatened to abandon their neutral nature to start a war with our kingdom. And you know, we've screwed up big time because they didn't even do that during World War II. We can't go to war against Switzerland. Our country has like 20 or 30 people at most. I have a gut feeling we might lose a war to Switzerland against them. Scott leaves sad and stressed with the burden of reaching peace with Switzerland, which is a burden a high schooler shouldn't have. You lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Well, that's fine. I mean, you win some, you lose some. I guess I'm just gonna have to get back those smarts and creativity at some point, just because... Yeah. How else am I gonna roll high on my skill checks? Well, anyway, that's all the time that we've got, so take care, everybody.